İçe ginen gör.
Mıtsınegor.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Room 104. This is your host, Shanti. Don't forget the Manti. I am here with one of my great friends, part of the Immigrant Starting Five.
Let's go.
Khachig Bogosyan is in the building. How are you, my friend?
Good. Long time no see.
Long time
How are
no
you?
see. This has been. I'm good. We haven't seen each other in. Oh my God.
3 years? 3
3
years? COVID.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't been 3 years. 2021, we went to Irvine, together during COVID.
During COVID. Oh, when you used to do your masters.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then we ate, what's it called? Pokey, I think.
Pokey, and you tried to get the Pepsi like bitbaiti quality.
I was trying to open it on the edge of the
Yeah.
table.
I've said this from day one. You are hands down one of the funniest like dudes I have ever come across in my entire lifetime for like just no reason. You're just funny for no reason.
No reason, yeah.
You just come in there and you're like,
I'm menor ko as Valentine.
okay, so you obviously weren't born here.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was born in Aleppo, Syria. The reason why I came here is because of the civil war that was going on. So in 2012, we acquired our green card after waiting a decade. we made it.
America.
Yes. I don't know why it took a decade, but obviously it wasn't easy for anyone from the Middle East to acquire anything to come to the U.S. Came here in 2012. Actually lived around this area. I lived in Granada Hills.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then
No, they just continuously talk. Oh, by the way, Paco and Cleo are here with us today.
Cleo is so clingy. It's not leaving El Paso, El Chapo. He won't leave El Chapo alone.
Yeah, he won't
wants
leave El
cocaine.
Chapo.
She wants cocaine.
Oh, they're fighting.
It wasn't our plan to stay here in 2012. So we acquired the green card. We got stuck here for 7 months because the airport closed down in the city. So there's no way for me to actually land back in my city.
Wow.
So I ended up living, when I returned back to Syria, I ended up living in the capital, which wasn't my hometown.
Oh.
Lived there with my aunties for like 5 months, went back to Aleppo, lived there for a year. And that year, whatever we went through kind of determined like we're moving to the US, forever.
So it was never planned to stay here.
No. Obviously we looked for like getaways when it got bad, but even though it was bad, life got kind of fun, entertaining, and all that. And I have a lot to talk about for that, because recently on my TikTok, I'm getting old war footage of like funny things that happened. Believe it or not, even in the worst circumstances, there's always some clips and memories that I see and remind myself that there's no way this happened when I was young. But we'll get to it later on.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
I was just gonna say, I'm like, bro, war was funny.
People get charged like, what is he talking about? This guy has some issues, Hey, he's crazy, he needs help. But no, this is normal me, talking. But yeah, in 2014 we moved here, and I've been here ever since.
Beautiful.
So yeah.
How old were you in 2014?
2014 I was 15.
So you came here when you were 12?
No. Well, the first time, yes.
Yeah.
In 2012, I was like 12, 13. And then throughout the process of going back and coming here, I was like barely 15, and I moved here. Yeah. I did just not expect like to have that transition. And the change is so much that like I look back, I was like, did I like live through that? And now I'm here. But yeah, I mean, everything is going. You have ups and downs in like any like phase of your life, but so far after every time like it goes down a bit, it goes back up. So that's what I'm thankful of the most.
Yeah. Did you see a good big culture shock when you did move in here?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's fine. At a young age, you have to like consider a lot of things.
Right.
And to me, not having, I guess it's part of the culture shock, and also like part of like a little bit of realization that what life expects from you here in the US, both combined together. So back home, you don't like have a car, you don't have a job.
Well,
Until
you're
like
12.
well, no, when I refer to these kind of things, I
okay.
say like when I'm 15, when
Okay.
I actually moved to the US and plan to live here
Got
for
it.
like forever.
Okay.
So that's when I like what I'm referring to. At age of 15, I come here. In Syria, you know, I go to my Armenian school. I used to paint and basketball, and then just hang out with friends and do scouts. That was pretty
Wow.
much the entire thing. You don't need to know anything about a car or a job or whatever. That's later in life after you got like educated. But here, 15, I was like, people have cars at the age of like 15,
Yeah,
16,
it's wild.
jobs and all that. And I'm like, what? I come and my cousins that live here or born here, they're like, Oto unis, Kords unis, Angeru unis, do you have a girlfriend? Yeah, I was like, I just got here, bro. Like, I just made it through TSA. Leave me alone. Oh, by the way, TSA loves to pat people down.
Yeah, 100%.
I was 15.
They're molesters.
Bro,
They're
I
all
swear.
criminals, bro.
I kid you not. So my dad, that I suspected him to go get like search question a lot because he served in the army because of his brother.
Oh, okay,
There's this
okay,
law.
okay.
I was like, he's gonna get like questioned or taken
Yeah.
into a room. No,
They took
this guy goes through it through like a butter. One check and that's it. My mom, she's like blonde colored eyes.
Yeah.
So they think like she's European.
Very German,
Yeah,
Aryan.
very German. He's like, oh wow, like let her through. You know, my mom always like she gets lucky with that kind of stuff. Yeah. My sister, obviously, she was young. They couldn't touch girls, pretty much.
Yeah.
But me, it got on my head with everything. So I'm going through the first checkup. It's like, sir, I need you to step down right here, enter the room. I was like, okay. My mom here panics. What happened? Why? Where do you go? You know? I was like, it's okay, you know, don't worry. I'm 15.
Yeah.
You should have seen pictures of me when I was 15.
Bro.
I give credit to TSA, and I was like, okay, if I see this guy and he's 15 and it says country of birth Syria on his visa, I'm questioning him. But maybe check him once, but then that's it. I swear to God, they wasted probably 6 pairs of gloves because I get checked once, go to the next room. I was like, okay, like why? They did the same thing 6 times. What was the point of it? Till this day, I question. Sometimes it comes here, I was like, why did I get like searched and questioned 6 times?
I don't think that they were TSA.
I don't know, bro. It was horrible. I was traumatized a bit, but then I was like, I saw the American flag, LAX and shit. So I was like,
It was worth it.
it's working. Uncle Sam, here we are.
What was the suspicion though?
I
Did
don't
you
know.
look questionable? Did you have like a rag?
Maybe my hairstyle, but other than that, no.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, the same thing happened kind of during my citizenship when I had to take an interview.
Oh.
For citizenship, I was like suited up. I was actually like looking pretty spiffy. I walked there and whatnot. This guy, he sees me, and then I had a beard. Like this was 3 years ago. I had a beard. So now it's like more suspicious than when I was 15.
Okay.
And he sees, he's like, long last name, Syria. He sits me down. He's like, you're here for your interview? Are you ready to become an American? I'm like, yes, sir. You know, so patriotic. That morning, I was playing all like country songs. And my dad is like, what is this? Change it. Put Harut or something. So we're going. And then he sits me down. The first question he asks, are you affiliated with any terrorist organization? I was gonna swing. Like, screw this passport. This motherfucker asks the first question. Now, good morning. No, nothing. How's your day going? Are you nervous? Nothing. Are you affiliated with any terrorist organization? Like, we fought them. And you're telling me if I'm affiliated with them. How does that make sense, you know? Unless I'm a double agent, but that doesn't work, you know? Who wants to fight along ISIS, you know? But, yeah. And then he starts saying, he's like, are you going to be loyal to the United States? I'm like, yeah, babam. I was like, yeah, sure. Yes. I respect and love this country after all. I would have not have the progress I made in life if I was back home. Let's be honest. But he's like, not Syria, huh? I was like, bro, it's too fast to give.
He's priming you. He's
priming me. And then he's like, are you married? I was like, no, I have a lot of headaches already. He didn't laugh at that. He's like, do you have any kids?
The tea. So
We totally forgot about that. I just realized why you called your podcast Room 104.
Good morning.
Because you're in apartment 104.
Oh, potty.
Give me a cookie for that. I saw a brownie on the table. I deserve that.
Here. They're chocolate lava cake, bro.
I saw channel. I don't teach.
No.
I'm gonna get snake. De babam.
Because you like saying takal instead of katal, the right word.
Dude, I just found that out.
Katal is the right word. It's not takal. Takal, okay. There's this huge controversy between Western Armenians and Eastern Armenians.
Aziz.
There's a massive controversy. So they say, for the word spoon, shut up. For the word spoon, they say, Western Armenians say takal. Eastern Armenians say katal. Takal means spit. So he was priming you.
He was priming me, and he's asking if I was married. I was like, no. And he's like, do you have any kids? And I was like, who has kids before they get married?
It's an assumption.
Yeah, it's an assumption. But I saw a lot of people that do that. So
yeah.
And I was like, okay, I see what he's asking. And then he asks again, are you married? I was like, okay, this guy thinks I have 4 wives and 11 children that I forgot about. He keeps asking me.
Oh, I miss number 7.
I was like, Fatima, she's forgotten.
Oh, you remember her names? Wow.
I just made that up. Come on now. Yeah. So and then he asks me other series of questions which I don't really remember. And then I hear the printer to start to print something, and usually that happens when you pass the interview.
Okay.
So in my mind, I was like, "Yellow, we get to travel now," because Syrian passport right now is like bottom 3.
You can go to Bahrain and that's it.
Not even Bahrain. I can't even go back home with it. So okay. I got the passport. I was like, he's like anything else? I was like, I should ask you that. like you're the one interviewing me. I was like, no, sir. He's like, get the fuck out of the office.
Did he say that?
Wahayat Allah. He's like, I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? You gotta say anything you want, And then I do the oath. I was like, so help me God or whatever. And I feel American. And the first thing I do is rage on the road. I was like, that was very American of me, Yeah. Over here.
Okay.
Driving.
That's what you mean. I thought you were pissed at that guy in the car.
No. I was like, wow, this is actually like...
privilege. That's probably one of the better immigrant stories that I've heard. Most of it is just like, babas, irmeshka godrets.
No, thankfully I don't have... Everyone's different.
Yeah.
But to us, it was... We applied to the papers before my sister was even born. So I was 1 year old. We applied to the papers, and
is it good?
About dake.
Is it? But does it taste good?
Yeah.
Are you sure? If not, I can make it dark.
No. It's actually very good. It's a bit spicy.
Is
no, it has like a kick to it.
Oh, okay.
I usually drink like Earl Grey.
Lipton. You are American for sure.
Yeah. There's this green tea with mint.
Ew.
I use that. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to shit on your taste.
No, that's fine. The life that I had back home was like looking back at it, I was like, holy shit! Like no way we lived through that and laughed it off.
Yeah.
Because what sparked it, I remember the day I was like in 7th grade. So like 2 car bombings happened that night.
What?
Yeah. And Armenian parents like.
Wait, near your school or near your house?
No. It was in the city, but it's a vicinity, like 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers away.
Oh, okay.
Which is like 3 miles away and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you can hear it, you know what I mean? Because it's a car bombing, 2 car bombings. What sparked it in the city. everything was going on, like protests here, protests there, but it turned out to be a civil war after all. But so, you know, Armenian parents, if you don't text them what time you got to a place, they would like 4 missed calls, 5 missed calls, text message. Over there, it's horrible. Everyone starts evacuating.
Oh, shit.
We're going down the stairs. All I see is just parents. They're here to pick up their kids. I had no idea what was going on.
How old were you?
I was, so 7th grade, I was 12.
Oh, okay.
So that's the first, yeah. And there was like some military spots that got hit. And then my dad picks me up, and then he's like, no questions, just go home. Like, we're going to walk home. No cars, no nothing. I was like, okay. I don't know the reason why we didn't take a car. It was faster, but I didn't ask any questions. As I'm walking, I see the smoke like from far. I was like, okay. It kind of made sense to me that, okay, something has happened. We go home, we watch the news. They watch the news because I was restricted on television because if they see something like bodies and stuff, it's not allowed. And then it gets worse. No electricity, no water, you know, and stuff like that. I used to only like shower with 6 liters of water. Over there.
That's so specific. I don't even know what the hell 6 liters look like.
I know people haven't heard liters in a while, but liters. So it's basically, I don't know. I can't.
12 Coke bottles?
No, hold on.
1 liter is a Coke bottle.
1 liter is a Coke bottle? Yeah. So it should be how many ounces?
6 liters.
No, 6 liters. So 6 Coke bottles.
Yeah, big ones.
Big, not the 2 liter one, but the 1 liter one.
Yeah, okay.
There's 2 liters, which is bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that 3 liters from my upper body, 3 liters from my lower body. And
you missed out on a perfect joke there. You could have said 4 saat galiri sabah. Okay.
We had the partition because the water. If someone showered with 1 liter extra, tomorrow you get less water to shower with.
You'd ration water?
Because we used to have no water access. So whenever it used to come, we used to like clog the bathtub thing. And then so the water gets full to the top, and we'll get water from there. Yeah, it's funny right now when we talk about it.
No, but when you're back then, yeah.
Everything flashlight. We used to take car batteries out.
Okay.
From cars, like sometimes cars that, like, let's say a building gets hit and the bricks fell on the car. That's a totaled car. No one's there to pick it up. Like the owners are like travel. We would take the car batteries, bring it home, charge it, and then we would hook up the red and the
blue wire,
black, and then connect it to a light bulb, and we have electricity at home. Yeah, at some point you would think that I run a mechanic shop in my room.
No wonder all Syrians know how to operate like auto.
100%. Autoimet varbeden. Yeah. If there's anything we know, it's cars.
The fact that a whole building blew up on a car and it was a regular, like, normal occurrence, for you guys to be like, oh, us auton made it.
The thing is, we're entrepreneurs at every optimistic. Like, I see a broken down car that you can't drive, but I see car parts and car batteries. Sife babam sife. You see cars without tires, car batteries. But the thing is, I put in a good use. I used the car battery to light, and then the light to see my fucking books. Yeah, because I had to study and whatnot. And so
what was the name of the book? Playboy?
I don't know. We had no playballs. We couldn't have such things like playboys or whatever. We just have geography.
National Geographic.
Yeah, bro. Every single time my dad's office used to get like this National Geography books and stuff. I used to like look at animals, nature, and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty sensitive to like over there to talk about like anything like intimate.
Really?
If you see like
an ankle,
not that bad. Like if you see a guy and girls, like a girl hold hands, for example. They're getting married. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
I thought it would be worse. Like you guys would stone them.
No. It's like, what happened? He got stoned.
He was holding her hands. Habibi.
Not allowed.
Forbidden. It's haram. It's haram.
Anyways, it got to a point that there used to be a lot of mortar attacks. I don't know if you know what a mortar is. It's like a tube, and then they put it in to close your ears. Fires.
Yeah.
One side would fire in the other would fire on the other. Who dies? Civilians. You know what I mean? It's like tag, playing tag. No, your turn. No, my turn. No, your turn. But what was interesting about those mortar attacks, you would know they were coming if it's at nighttime.
You would hear it?
Not hear it, you would see it. So it's very slow and lights up red.
Oh.
So we got to a point where me and my dad, we would just watch the sky, and then you would see red dots just coming. And then at some point we got very used to it. It was like, Dad, you want to count them? We would just look at the sky. Me and Dad go like, okay, mek, yergu, yerek. We don't know where it's landing. Like if we see it's coming, okay, yalla, need to stop stop counting. Go inside.
Bro, could you imagine? What? I can't even.
Yeah.
Oh, shooting star. Why is it coming towards me?
Get your shooting star chest. Turn back.
I could imagine you and your dad. Let's count together. Make 1, 2,
3 4 shit.
3.
Yes, no, those.
That's insane.
Yeah, and those were the things that were not that was not normal that came to be normal.
Wow.
Other things that got developed throughout the years with the kinds of missiles that we're using. So there was a missile called elephant missile, and guess what sounds it makes when it fires? Exactly.
Are you serious?
Exactly that, but it's like a wild one.
Oh,
like imagine like an elephant that's been locked up for years, and you just free him. He would run, and it turns day into night. If he flies above you, it's so red and bright that you will think that it's like 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Wow. Another one that they did was they would have T4, phosphorus, not T4.
Yeah.
I was gonna say titanium for some reason. I don't know. In phosphorus in like missiles, so what they do, it leaves white powder in the spot that gets hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, and then the ultimate one, it's like, like those games like Ultimate. You
Yeah.
know? The ultimate one, those propane tanks?
Yes.
So what they used to do is there's usually gas in those because that's how you heat up and stuff. Yeah. So they would open it up, let the gas go. They would put nails, bullets, and stuff in there, close it up, hook up a missile behind it, and fire these. That's
why am I laughing? That's terrible.
I know. That's the reason why I came here. It's called a hell cannon. So what it does, it actually, because it has a round front, if it lands on a open area, it has the ability to bounce to the next thing that can hit. So let's say the ground is too flat, and if that thing hits and then goes, the building on our left got hit, and that's the day my mom and my dad, they decided we're getting the fuck out of here. Let's just go to what's it called? Let's just leave. And the only getaway we had was the United States.
Fuck.
Yeah. It was normal. Everything else was normal, but until they brought out the hell cannon, this used to take out 3-4 floors of a building like that, depending on what they put in there. Yeah. So
why? Because it would bounce?
Not the bounce. Whatever it's in there, it could be like a C4. The initial blast would actually cause damage, but then a few seconds later, it can go off. It cannot go off, depending on what's inside. And if it goes off, bullets, nails, and stuff fly.
Damn!
So if you didn't die from the initial blast, you're gonna die because a screw went into your back and you caused bleeding or stuff.
Wow.
Like that. Yeah, it got Arabs can be very smart. They could.
I'm not even kidding. That's some. If I was a war criminal, that's creative as hell.
That's very creative.
Okay, that's what I would do. I'd launch toilets. So I'd put a catapult. I'd get the toilet tank, dynamite tank. We'd put 6 sticks of dynamite, wrap them around in sandpaper.
I mean,
when it blows up, pieces of porcelain will fly out, and that sandpaper would just stick.
Because of that sandpaper.
Have you ever been a level of poor where certain normal items, they even made that like a poor version of that? Like, let me give you an example.
Okay, I think I have, but give me an example.
I'll give you an example. So my mom was notorious for being cheap.
Mm-hmm.
She would cut corners, but I was such a kid, but like I didn't know. So my mom, everyone at my school played ping pong.
Okay.
So they had ping pong paddles near the fucking like auditorium area. And they were always packed in like middle school. And I really wanted to play ping pong. And these kids had like fucking like rubber. They had like ping pong paddle. It looked like a fucking Nike shoe, like the bottom of the shoe, perforated. Like it was perfectly every aerodynamic. There was a hole in the middle of the paddle
For air to
for air, for you to swing faster.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, oh, I want one of those. So I was like, but they were like $50 to $60 for one ping pong paddle. It wasn't the set; it was one.
One.
So these kids were obviously mama baban.
Mashallah.
Yeah, they gave him a FAFSA check as an allowance. So these kids had like these sick ass paddles. And even the regular ones were like $30, $40. Yeah. So I was like, I was being left out a lot. So I was like, Mom, they have like ping pong paddles. I want to get them and I want to play with them. He's like, okay, let's go get you ping pong paddle. Tell me. We go to fucking like, I don't know why we went to Borders, but we went to Borders. You know the Borders, the bookstore? The old, they had ping pong paddles. The ping pong paddles had a wood handle.
Uh-huh.
You know the part where the material is? Full sandpaper. It falls when you swing. The ball gets stuck. It was all wood and just a sheet of sandpaper glued. It was not even like a different color to be like, oh, it's a ping pong paddle. No, straight.
It just looks like wood.
Straight
One
sandpaper.
color. Yeah.
I was like, and my stupid ass, my mom's like, get this one. And I'm like, Mom, but the blue one, the rubber one, I didn't know what sandpaper was gonna do. I didn't know it was sandpaper. So in my mind, I was like, let me just get, fine. My mom's saying, get this one. Bro, I had ping pong balls and I was trying to bounce it. It was only this far away. Like the ball wasn't like probably 2 inches off the paddle and I let go. As soon as it just fucking, the ball disappeared when it bounced off my paddle. It was so fucking sensitive because it's wood. Mm-hmm. With the foam, it stops it.
Yeah, it's like the ball can go into the material and
Yes.
then it slows down on the way out.
No, Asigache gave it nitrous. But I tried playing every tournament I lost. Because as soon as I got there, they're like, okay, serve. You know the ping pong rally is on shit?
Yeah, yeah.
Ping, pong, rally. Ping is pong on. And that on, well, I didn't even get to the ping part. But as soon as they said ping, doink, the ball flew. And these kids didn't want to play with me because I had fucking like cat litter paddles. I was like, but did you have anything that was kind of similar to it? Or like in Syria or here?
Okay, this is, I mean, kind of same relation, but I was into basketball. And
okay,
yeah, so I was also but it wasn't like us being cheap or whatever, but it's just there was no ability for you to get the legitimate item that you want. It was all knockoff.
Yeah.
So I used to always love Kobe shoes. Like for basketball, that was my starter. Like right now, I wear Kyrie's when I play, but we used to have knockoff Kobe's.
Yeah,
Bro. The way that they go cheap, like to bring in the product, but they sell high.
Okay.
You would laugh your ass off and the way that they try to sell it was like this newest release, Kobe. it's Kobe Bryant. It's Kobe Bryant. He will shoot like a mamba. You know? I was like, okay, let me see the shoe. The bottom of the shoe was as thin as my fucking, I don't know, painter sheets.
Oh my God.
Like the one that you used to paint.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, like, and then you know how many shoes I went through? People think that I had the full collection because I was like a shoes enthusiasm or something like that.
Yeah.
No, because I had to replace them. I bought 7 pairs in like a span of 2 years because when they step on you, the sole comes out, the tip of the shoe. Because it's basketball. You defend with your legs. You run. You're gonna step on somebody. You know, bro. Like the what do you call it? The thing that the tie
laces.
The laces. Yeah. If you like lace them too hard or tie them too hard, they would like start like ripping off. I was like, bro, you guys don't have to go that cheap. Until my grandfather actually bought me Hyper Beasts.
Oh.
The back in the day, Hyper Beast Dunk or whatever, those are a big thing. That shoe lasted me like 4 years. I only got rid of it because it got rid of itself. I don't know where it went. Yeah. All right. You know what I mean? Yeah. But over there, they go very cheap. Oh, it's very good quality. As I said, Kobe Bryant, you know. It was just very, very cheap. So every time I used to have a shoe, I would like bring it from like outside and into the country. Whoever travels.
I hate that. I hate that.
Sometimes, like, look, if it's favor to favor, you know how business goes. Yeah. I do something for me. For you, you do something for me.
Yeah.
You know, unless you owe. But it should be mutual. But it's like 10 kilograms of sweets, clothes. 10 kilograms of sweets, this and that. That's it. It's one luggage. I'm only allowed 2. What do you want me to put my stuff? You know. But sometimes when it's necessary or like we could do it, then I bring it in. So
okay.
But yeah, it's the days back then. Like sometimes, like I see those things, and I'm like, oh, only thing I could do right now is like laugh it off because I understood why. Because we didn't look for the quality of an item. We weren't that kind of people. Yeah. But over here, you do.
Yeah.
You know, with anything. Because you want to buy the good so it lasts you long. That way you don't replace it.
Yeah.
So if over there was the motto, you know, the country would have been at a better spot. But over there is like, oh, good quality.
Yeah. And they did it with the bombs.
The bombs were the only thing that was low quality, but like high, like reward.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It was a good one.
It was there.
I set it up perfectly. Yeah, but even like the routers. I used to power the router with the freaking
car battery
too. So the house would be dark, pitch dark, no electricity, but you would hear Clash of Clans starting up. It's like, people, do you know how the hell do you play? I was like, look at the router. Our routers, you know how fast they are?
No.
1 gigabyte. So if I were to watch a YouTube video,
it would take you 5 hours to go through a 3-minute video.
I would have to let the gray bar to load for 1 hour, come back to it. I was like, okay, I'm going to study for 1 hour, and then I'm going to watch this 20-minute YouTube video. After the gray, and I would I would leave it on pause.
And wait for it to load.
Then come back and watch it.
Yeah.
It was like that. Computer lounges were like that. Restaurants were like that. You know, even TVs, it would be pitch dark, but the TV would be on.
Wow.
And that's because sometimes we upgraded. We got generators. My dad, you would see him. He would just go like this in the morning. He's like, do you guys want to watch TV? I was like, hell yeah, you know? Okay. 1 second.
Did he bring outside. A dolly?
No, a generator. He would be in the balcony, right? It would be like this. And my dad goes, It starts up, bro. We would clap him, standing ovation. We call our neighbors, yalla, yegek. Let's go. What are we watching? Whatever the TV can handle. Whatever the TV can handle, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then it got to a point where before we used to not be afraid to get on the balcony and whatnot. And then now we would like hang out in the balcony or the TV. You would see gunfires and stuff. You see the bullets flying.
Yeah, you see the shooting.
Hey, Babam, I can't move right now. Khalas, yeah, I'm not watch TV. We turned on the generator.
Yeah.
Like we can't just stop it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Because it takes a lot. We had to get gas for the generator. My dad had to break his back carrying the generator on the balcony. The neighbors had to put on clothes to come up to our, floor.
Wow.
So we're like, fuck this. If it hits us, it hits us. Khalas, that's it. So we're not moving. My mom, Rafi, nurse Madir, Khachig, nurse. I'm not moving, bro. Fight tomorrow. Fight tomorrow. It's like, it's Friday. You guys went to mosque right now. Just go. Just go. Khalas. I'll take tomorrow. And then when they stop, bravo. See, that was easy. So yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know this stuff about you, bro.
No, this one I don't really share because sometimes when I share, people actually like make fun of it, especially when I came here.
I hope I'm not like.
No, this one we know why.
Yeah,
we know why we're doing it because I'm being open about it. We're joking, but like when someone just opens up the topic and starts being forward with it without, like I have to put a stop because sometimes people take it as a joke. Okay, he's joking, but then when they do too many jokes, it gets to a certain point where it's like, okay, that's it. And then at first I was very sensitive. It was very sensitive to talk about that because it was like trauma,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
At some point I would not sleep for like 2 weeks straight.
How long did this go on for?
For like a month.
Okay.
I would or several weeks, I would not want to close my eyes because every time a car passes by, I'm just like, close my eyes. It's like, fuck, you know? But, and then that kind of like screwed up my sleep a bit, but then I got over it. And then when I came here, like I would be erasing the board, for example. Like I was like in high school. It's like, oh, he's my favorite teacher. I'm gonna erase the board for him because I needed the actual like nice grades and all that. Because when I came to the US, I came here in October of 2014, so I was 2 months behind my schooling.
Yeah.
So they had the choice if I was a bad student, they were gonna assign me all this work to actually do it. Yeah. But if I finished the semester well, they were gonna waive off those 2 months for me. So I was like kind of kissing ass to get my way around. We all kissed ass. Don't give me shit for it.
No, everyone has.
Everyone has at some point. But I used to erase, and when I did that, it's like, oh look, they used to call me Khachig.
What does that mean?
It's Khachig.
Khachig.
It's like, go blow up or something. And I was like, oh shit. And the teacher was like Lebanese. So it was like, can I say something to him? He's like, you know what? We'll do this interestingly. He's like, what is it? You get the custom in Arabic as much as you want. He won't understand you. I won't do anything about it. And I start going, I start cussing. This guy goes to the front office. This guy is threatening me to kill me and my family. I was like, I go to the office and I was like, oh, this is what you want to play? I was like, okay. He said this, he said that. He got detention like twice, and then that was it.
Wow.
That was it. But at the beginning, because of school issues and stuff, I used to not talk about it. And then it got to a point where I was like, okay, let me just roll on with it. Because it's in the past, it's gonna stay in the past.
Yeah.
But it's also the reason why I came here. You know? So it still is funny because
you overcame it.
I overcame it, in a way that I didn't really like try to. It just happened because everything just rolled into other stuff. You know, I came here, I had to study, I had this, I worked, I just forgot about it, and then I look back, I was like, oh, okay, all that is just gone because I went past it. You know what I mean?